Live.
It's Wednesday.
Welcome back.
Welcome. We did it. Week
Live takeover.
40.
Episode 48.
That's
48 of them.
That's 48 in a row, I'd like to add.
In a row. That is true. We haven't missed one.
We have not missed one, which is incredible, if you ask me.
It is. Nobody did, but still.
Nobody ever does.
No, nobody asked.
Nobody cares. Put in the comments where you are watching this television program from.
Oh. Yes, and the percentage of the 48 episodes you've watched.
Yeah, oh, that's a good one. I like that. People are going to be like, 0, what is this show?
Yeah, like I don't know.
This show is like dumb.
2%, because only this one. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did miss one, but I think I entered the chat, so I'm going to say that I didn't miss them.
The show has been on 48 weeks in a row.
Right.
Whether or not...
Together, that's a different story. Yes, I am wearing my toque. Eh? It's extremely cold in here today.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. Today was gorgeous here in Northern California. It was a little chilly this morning when I left, but then 68 degrees in the afternoon. Just like I'm beautiful day here.
Freezing for you is 32, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
68 is like the perfect temperature.
So
outside.
it's probably close to 15 degrees, I'd like to say. Fahrenheit?
Oh, okay. Ooh.
It's chilly.
Yeah, that is very chilly.
Hello, Rich Trigilio. Wow, this show is still on.
Yeah.
I'm as amazed as you are, Rich.
Exactly.
The only thing that's keeping it going is that no one has told us to stop.
Yeah, exactly. We have not.
No one's ever said, oh man, you guys got to stop doing that show. Because honestly, it's terrible. Yeah.
Cut it.
Just turn off the thingy.
Actually, you know what? You should still do it, but just don't go live. Just talk to each other. And...
Yeah. You know the button up at the top that says go live?
Yeah.
Don't click it.
Do everything you're doing except forget that.
Actually, I'm getting a lot of people telling us we should stop.
Huh. Well, you know, we win some, you lose some.
Oh, well, I'm not stopping. How are you, Josh? How's everything going?
I've been busy, very busy. Yeah, I don't know. The last 3 weeks have just been constant. Just not a day of slowdown. So
it's all that time you've spent making the new Vanquish Ultra Pro.
Oh, no, the Protal.
The Protal.
Yeah. Yeah.
We took portals, then removed the portal boxes.
Yeah.
The Protal. People always ask, how do we make money?
Yeah. Ghost Rider. Quick question. I ordered my VS410 Pro today. What is a good weight shock oil to use? I like to use 90 weight.
I like to just spin the wheel of oil and just let it tell me.
Yeah. Matt and I use the same thing.
Where's it gonna stop? Tick, 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 tick. We're using 80 today.
See, there you go. It's very scientific.
Oh, the chair's back, everyone.
Yeah. Get your.
Where's my moose lick? There we go. These are for you, Vidjo. Hello.
How was oh wow, that's good. That is good. It seems that you have also been busy, but
oh, my stars, yes. But on real work. Ugh.
Yes, agreed. That is along the lines of what I.
Yes. Yeah, but there has been some shining moments. You can see behind me.
Yes, your paint work is progressing.
Been some work on the trailer.
It is looking great. I'm definitely falling behind. I need to push on that project as well. I haven't really got a lot of work done on, like, I've been trying to get some projects out of the way.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
knocked out a couple things here and there. So it's trying to get little things that, like, I've had some projects that just had like little pieces hanging. Getting those done so I can get them out of the shop.
Right.
And move on.
Right.
And then it appears, I mean, that thing kind of like, when you want to work on it, it's like, okay, we're going to work on this now. And like, bring it.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing. And now that it's
plan, you got to really plan ahead to work on one of these Tamiya trailers, because you're like, well, I need to make sure that there's nothing else in my space.
Yeah. And I have to put down a lot of paper towels, because if I move it around on my workbench, there's enough friction and enough texture in this work mat now that it'll scratch the paint. And I don't want to scratch the paint yet. So,
right, you want to scratch it.
I want to scratch it myself in the proper ways.
You're not scratching it right.
Yeah, exactly. Let me show you guys though. Happy accidents do happen. The PC is actually like, it works. I posted it on the weekend. So
nice.
Yeah, everything's working. It's a rat's nest right now.
That it is. That I can see from here. I totally agree with you.
There's a little bit of work to do on that part. But if you look really closely, sort of hard to see, but there's some weathering has started. So it's going to be pretty cool, I think.
I started on some for my drag body as well yesterday.
Oh, just by driving it around?
No. Well, kind of. I put it in my Jeep and then drove it to Moose Jaw. So, and I said, you can start now.
Please make this look great.
The first step in painting a body, give the body to the painter.
Yeah.
Step one.
Yeah, exactly.
And I got there and I said, I forgot the window masks. Here you go.
You don't need those.
Nah, he's like, all right.
I'll just cut those myself.
Yes, that's what he said.
That's what he said?
That's what he said.
That's
how that goes.
He said. Okay, cool. I'm pretty happy with how that's coming together. I think it's going to be a fun.
It is looking great,
build.
and the paint, the cyberpunk style is looking fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of 3D printing stuff that has to be done in order to call that one done, and my TiVo Tornado, I think, has finally decided it doesn't want to be a printer anymore.
It's like, you know what? I know that you ordered it, and this is what I'm going to do to you now.
Yeah, it did its part for a little while. It was like, oh, maybe you won't order one.
Like, are you sure you ordered it? Are you sure?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I ordered it. I haven't heard from
I'm
them.
walking away now. Well, I'm never coming back.
Bye. Bye. Cable Guy reference. Not a lot of people have seen that movie.
What?
A highly underrated movie.
You think a lot of people haven't seen Cable Guy?
Yep. Or if they have, they didn't appreciate it as much as I did.
Okay, I will give you that. I will say that growing up, I found that movie to be highly annoying.
But then
I didn't appreciate it a little bit until my later years.
Right, you grew up a little bit, and it wasn't all poo-poo pee-pee anymore.
Right, and I met those people. I'm like, oh wait, I know one of these types. You know what? This
Josh Wade here just said, "Am I really your buddy?"
Cable Guy.
Cable goobla. Okay. So yeah, that's underway. You know what else I did today? Before, you know me. Usually, with my trucks, someone asks a question: what should I upgrade first? My answer is always nothing. You should drive it, and then break something, and then replace that. That should be the order in which you do things.
And I totally disagree with you, which is
obvious. But this time I pulled a Josh. with my
You
Traxxas
got a new truck.
Haas,
Aha.
what I did was I put all the upgrades on it before I've even driven it. Because when you're bashing, I don't think you want to break things at all. Because, you kind of want to go in whole hog. So, whole Haas, I mean. So that's what I did. There are some really nice things about this truck, but there's some changes already. These are the more high strength, beefy.
Is it the wide
arms?
track stuff?
No, regular.
Or is that only for the Max?
It's only for the Max, I think.
Okay.
But it's also got the light kit installed.
Uh-huh.
I changed out the center diff with because it ships with a plastic housing.
Now, oh, gotcha. Okay.
So now it's aluminum.
Right.
I got to tell you, because this is basically, I mean, parts of it are new, but parts of it are very much parts bin.
Yes.
It is so
kind of
easy to work on this.
4x4 stampede / 4x4 thing.
Rustler, there's a bunch of bits and pieces in there. But it's got the same sort of inner cage structure that the Max and the X-Max have, which is awesome, because it really just makes this a very rigid piece, which is quite good.
Right. I mean, is that piece going to work with the hard body you have planned? That you're not using on the LMT anymore?
I'm not putting a hard body on this.
Oh, okay.
I'm leaving it as a basher. But I mean, like, it's just so easy.
What was the LMT going to be? Why? How did I don't? I still can't believe how you thought that was going to be a good idea. Anyway, sorry.
All right, I digest. But it's super easy to work on because it's all like modular. Like you pull out these two screws on the bottom here, and these two screws on the top, and you can just lift the whole rear diff assembly and all of the rest of the back of the truck off and just fix it. It's pretty cool.
Now, I think that RC Dave charged up. Thank you for the donation. And he said, this is a good question, I think, for even what you're talking about there. He says, is RC a drug? Asking for a friend, be honest.
Yes.
It is.
Yep.
And
keeps me off
like
the hard
else.
stuff, too.
Well, like Matt is just throwing and you get used to it, and then you got to have more.
Yep.
You got to have
the latest junk or the stronger junk. Like
the little ones don't just do it for you anymore.
No.
You don't get as excited about that single steering rack you bought. Like you need the steering rack and the anti-roll bar.
Yep.
And the bulkhead.
And then you want to get, like, I've got all of the metal drive shaft upgrades on this. It's pretty beefy now. All the aluminum, like all the shock towers are all aluminum now. Yeah, it's pretty beefy. I upgraded the servo to their 400-ounce servo. The one thing I did want to point out, though, about the light kit, this is actually pretty cool. It's smart. I don't know if I didn't think this was a thing before, but the way the connector mounts or routes itself into the existing ESC plug is really, really interesting. It's a two-piece thing. It's like a little prong that goes in from the back end, goes in from the back side, goes in from the rear, and clamps down.
So, is it two in the rear there?
Yeah, it's two in the rear.
Yeah.
But it's a really interesting, unique system. That good Traxxas is pretty good at making their stuff kind of just work. And without any instructions, I was able to do the whole thing. So there you go.
That is impressive. Quack RC, thank you. But I do have to admit, I think you donated to the wrong guy. Because he said, great job on the photos last night.
That's definitely not you.
I was like, wait a minute.
That's never been a thing.
He says, but I will relay the message. Not relay the $5 though. Thank you, Quack RC. But I'll relay the message. It says he is getting snow finally. I agree with drive stock then replace, but on RTR I do links. I'm just.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah. It depends. It depends on the vehicle for sure. Like for the Gladiator, as an example, I tore it down and replaced everything because I wanted it to be extra good right out of the box.
right.
But like, if you're just getting into this hobby and you're not maybe sure that you're gonna love it as much as say nerds like me and Josh are, then you should just you
maybe
should
don't
just
spend a ton.
yeah, don't spend
Agree.
all the money. Quack
But
RC,
also-
thank you for the $5.
But also buy smart. And the reason I say that you shouldn't, the reason I disagree with Matt, not just because I'm saying you should spend a bunch of money, but I'm saying that there's oftentimes things where you can spend $25 on a set of whatever, or $35, $40, or whatever. Spend $40 on a set of universals in your SCX-10-2 Honcho. Get rid of the dog bones.
Oh, that's great
because
value.
Then you won't break a knuckle and you won't break those one-piece axial housings. If you just do that replacement, you can save yourself a bunch of other costs later by doing a smart upgrade. And I get that that's not where Matt shines, is the smart upgrade part. So I
think my point is also it's good you dingus. It's good to find the weaknesses before you've just spent money on something that might not have been a weakness.
That is true.
Like brass links, for example.
Don't do that. But also to that, if you can do some research, you can possibly save yourself some money.
Yep. Research is
Nate
always
Schwab,
key.
thank you for the donation. He says, what's the toughest 3S basher? Now, I think that one that you have there, Matt, the Haas, that's a 3S basher, right?
It is a 3S basher.
It's, you got those, the /4x4s, the Stampede 4x4.
Is there an Arma?
So the Arma, they've got the Granite 3S, I believe. I think isn't there one called like a...
Is there a Creighton 3S?
I know is there a Senton and a Creighton 3S?
Senton, yeah, you can get a Senton 3S.
But I have not owned one of those. I have owned those line of Traxxas ones though, and they honestly really are nice vehicles.
Yeah, they're pretty bulletproof.
So
I did all these upgrades because I'm going to be running it in the cold.
Yeah.
And
the Arma stuff, I do believe that some of those 3S ones are good value for money.
I think the Senton is good value at $319.
Yeah. So, and I believe is that $319 brushed or brushless?
That's 3S BLX. That's brushless.
Wow. It's a pretty good deal.
It's pretty good.
RC Dave charged up. Matt ain't about the bash life.
I'm not usually.
He only likes playing with jelly beans.
Oh. Well, yes, that's true. Typhon 3S. There you go. Thank you, Ryan RKG. Jay?
So, yeah.
Perry G goes, bulletproof. Challenge accepted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Everyone's willing to accept that challenge, I think. But I'm pretty stoked on that project. I'm pretty happy to
I do not try and give much advice on bashers because that is not my area of expertise. I have an Arma Outcast, which I love. Mm-hmm. It's the 6S version, though.
Oh, yes.
And I love that truck. It's been a lot of fun. I've got the Infraction. Ton of fun for the little bit that I've driven it. Had to have it. Still not interested in selling it. Should go drive more. Honestly, in that area, I'm just a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
What I would call I'm definitely not an expert.
No.
I would be as cocky to say that I'm an expert in this area.
I'm a top-rated amateur. I'm not going to be cocky about it. But
I'm paid to do this on a normal day.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of bashers, I think I'm going to do a video on this truck and what I've done to it. I filmed all of the upgrades and everything. But I think the place I'm coming from with it is sort of more of like an enthusiast who's new to this bashing kind of world. And, I think I kind of want to show off a little bit of what's capable with not spending a huge ton. And then if you do want to spend a bunch of money to make it even better, you can do that too. But yeah, it's going to be sort of like a beginner's look at bashing.
Right. Now, you have two trucks that I would love to own personally.
Yes.
The UDR and the Super Baja Ray 2.0.
Correct. Both
amazingly cool looking and look like very fun trucks to drive.
They are super fun to drive, and those were trucks that I am like thrilled to have in my collection because they honestly are so much fun. They're big, they're fast, they can get kind of scary and squirrely, which I really like, especially when it's coming at you and your $2,000 camera is right in front of where you are standing. Right. I've actually hit this camera more with the TRX-6 than I have anything else.
Which normally wouldn't sound like as bad of it.
No, but when it's going, 40 plus,
yeah,
it's a little bit bigger of a problem. Seafart Fire Truck, thank you for the $5. Excellent username. I did my research, and now I'm trying to put a hard body on my VS410. Excellent. Ruin that truck. There's actually there's been some. I know the username is great. I've been doing, or there's actually a couple of builds on the forum right now where guys are taking Hilux bodies and putting them on the VS410. I guess
I've seen a couple like that.
Yeah,
I saw Dale C mentioned it up here earlier as well, and I've done it on a number of my VS410 builds as well. But I've cut off the front of the chassis, basically just in front of the servos, for like a super high clearance, or I've seen guys do it for short bodies. I believe, does the US LS Post or your Canada Post, whatever is it? What's it?
It's LS Post. That's what it's
Post.
called. Yeah. That's going to be on a VS410.
Right. Mm-hmm. But it's going to require you cutting the chassis, right?
Substantially, yeah. Like servo relocation, the works.
Yeah.
Like
it requires servo relocation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's short. But it's going to be fun.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely.
Greg Matthews, I drive the UDR and the SBR 2.0 at a big open area that is sort of near the power lines. Big, awesome space, lots of berms, lots of little dirty jumps. It's good. Good times.
Yeah, that's that is one thing that I don't do very much is I don't make time for bashers very often.
Sometimes it's nice to do that, right? Like just zone out, smash some
honestly,
stuff around.
Some of the most fun that I've had with that is like Tony and I would head to Folsom Lake and we'd go because we'd be crawling there on the rocks, and we would remember to bring our outcasts and we'd rip up and down the beach or whatever. But it's like if it was because of that though, like because there was an area we could park close, we would sit on the tailgate and drink a sparkling
beverage,
and and just bash up and down, and that's fun.
It's also good with a friend.
It is
bashing with a friend.
Some of the most fun that I've had. I'm dropping frames like crazy. Proline had the Monster Truckapalooza, and that is the reason that I bought that Outcast.
Right.
Amazing fun.
Yep.
Ooh, dropping.
Big time you're dropping. Renegade RC said you need to bash sometimes just to break the monotony, and I couldn't agree more. Sometimes it's nice to just get a little destructive. Not break things, because I still don't like to break stuff, but having a bit of fun that is different from crawling or scale trucks is a blast. I absolutely love that. Before I forget,
I very much.
I just want to get this out right now. Cars, Boats, and Bacon, it's your birthday today, and happy birthday, sir.
It is your birthday period.
It is your birthday. The day of your birth.
I'm stopping my stream and
okie dokie. Over. Come on over to this channel. The streaming's fine.
All right, starting again. So we'll see if that fixed it. Apologize for that, everybody.
No worries, man. No worries. It happens. Hey, do you like this new hoodie that I have on?
It does. It is a good looking.
It's a good fit on this one, eh? This is one of the new Teespring ones that I just picked up, and funny story. As a creator, you're allowed to sort of get one as a sample. You don't you pay for it, but you pay a little bit less and you get it as a sample. The one that arrived to me a couple months back was a medium, which would definitely not fit me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And Teespring's usually like, oops, we screwed up. Keep that one or give it to a friend or whatever you want to do with it. We'll send you out a new one. So, with that in mind, here's the medium. Unused. I offered it to my wife, and she said, ew.
I don't want the questions that would come along with me wearing that.
I don't want that. So, what we'll do is we're going to do a giveaway for that, but it's going to be different. It's not going to be on YouTube. I'm going to post up on Instagram tomorrow. All you got to do is like that post and tag a friend.
There you go.
I will select somebody from that group of people on Instagram at random and send them a free sweatshirt.
Random. Very nice.
Medium size, so don't forget that. It's
a medium hoodie.
So you have to either...
I've been to a lot of RC
I
events.
have also been to a lot of RC events, and medium is not the preferred size.
It is not the predominant size.
But it'll fit a child really well.
It will fit a child. There you go.
Or a girlfriend, or some female friend that you know.
Exactly. Either way, totally agree. Oh, during the lag, I missed Ryan. Thank you for your donation. Got my VS410 Pro and some other Vanquish goodies today. Thanks for all the great info, fellas. You're welcome, Ryan. Thank you very much. And John Highfill, are you and Matt going to Proline by the Fire if they hold it this year? I will 100% be there if they hold it this year.
I will probably.
Matt,
I'm like 90% no. I'm 90% no on pretty much all events, and it's partially my own desire to stay away from groups of people, and also legally I'm not really. It's not easy to get out of this country, and they're making it extra hard when you come back. Like they're making it so Canadian citizen or not, they're actually making people go into hotels and pay for that hotel stay themselves for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Yes.
So,
yeah. So honestly,
Pass.
I don't have much confidence in too much being allowed in California in general this year. So at least not until much later in the year. And I think that the big thing will be that you won't see a lot of large events just because large events mean a lot of planning, and that means a lot of money because usually you're paying people to do that planning. And if you can't count on it returning anything from that, they're like, we're not just going to do this planning to just throw it away. So
no.
I think that the bigger likelihood is that a lot of these events are just going to be like, not this year still.
Yep. And that's, it is what it is. We'll get through it, and it'll be worth it in the end, because then you'll really appreciate going to them.
Yeah. Yep.
What was I going to say? There was something kind of semi-related. King of Hammers is over. Another amazing one. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I paid for the extra coverage, too, because those drone shots made that event, honestly.
It was unreal.
So good. So good. So great to see Randy Slauson win again, which was, for me, kind of unexpected. I didn't really see that coming, especially with the field.
For, a lot of reasons. It was, the Cameron Steele was out in the lead with the low C laser nut car, or laser nut car. That's the mop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Anyway, out in the lead, he had about a 30-minute lead.
Yeah.
On everyone. And and that wasn't even on Randy Slauson. That was on
everybody.
The next person.
Yeah.
Randy Slauson was behind him. But that last section of the last lap was some of the gnarliest rock terrain. And did they do it?
Oh man. Yeah, it was so great. It was really cool to watch.
So good.
But the point I was going to make about that is that event, whilst it happened, they were so serious about making sure that it could happen. Like everyone that went in had to have a test prior to coming in.
And
They
if
had to
you
have
didn't
proof.
have it, you had to get tested there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, a number of things, that I don't think anybody on like an RC level could possibly guarantee. So,
Right.
that's the other thing that you have to remember is that when there's a lot of money at stake, and there was, not just prize money, but sponsor money being thrown into that, and logistics, and all of the things that made an event like that possible, you got to follow the rules to the letter.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it is, but they got it done, which was good. And it's,
I'm glad it was. I'm
I
glad
don't
it
know why
went
people keep
off
getting,
as well as
everyone's
it did.
getting booted off of my stream and then having to come back. It happened 2 or 3 times now, but we're down to
Wow.
about a third of the people.
That's brutal. I'm sorry
it
to
is.
hear that.
I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it stabilizes.
Yeah, I hope so.
So yeah, I'm sad to see King of the Hammers go. I am excited to see what the premium coverage brings for the rest of the Ultra 4 races for this year. So.
Yeah, because there are more.
Yes.
Presumably.
Yeah.
They're still going to have them. But yeah, I mean, even if there wasn't another event, I would say for the because it's like a week's long or even more, right? There was like almost 2 weeks worth of coverage for King of Hammers.
It was
with a bunch of smaller races and stuff. A week and a half, let's say. For the $35, I'm like, yeah, that was worth it to me.
It would have been worth it just for the one day for me. Like
totally.
The King of the Hammers is that's like the one big thing like that I look forward to. The Super Bowl was the next day, and I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah. I watched the halftime show and LOL'd at some of that, but
yeah. Honestly, and I didn't even mind the halftime show. I liked the weekend.
No, I liked it. I liked the weekend. Yeah, it was good. Canadian boy.
Yeah,
he's from Toronto, no less.
Yeah. Did you watch the? I think we've discussed it briefly, but yes, there's been some comments of Nicole's impeccable timing with the blender on.
Yes, that was priceless. I always hang around to the end of your videos just in case. There's always something that happens.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was excellent. That was a
God.
good news episode too. I felt like it was very informative.
I had sent that email about the capo early in the day on the 1/18th scale capo.
Yeah.
And I was just like, we'll see. And then they emailed me back right before I started filming. I was just like,
you know why?
Yes.
Because they're desperate to sell them.
Yeah. If they were desperate to sell them, they shouldn't have told me the price.
Guys, somebody inquired. Get on the email. Tell them it's $1,800. Why has he not written back? I mean, we already boxed it up for the guy. Just waiting on that PayPal payment to come through.
You think he's going to pay?
Speaking of PayPal, what's in your what'd you get in the mail this week?
Oh, man.
Anything good?
You know what?
No.
No, nothing.
No circle makers, no nothing?
Nothing.
What?
I'm just waiting on my sidecar.
Oh, did you actually finally get through to the France?
Bill paid and in full. Waiting on delivery now. So excited.
Allons-y, tout le monde.
Yes. Thank you to Frenchman and a Crawler on Instagram.
Ah, yes, he helped you translate, right?
I messaged him on Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's very weird. The place that I ordered for those that don't know, I ordered another 3-wheel RC. What? That's
borderline useless.
Styled after the vintage Tamiya sidecar racer. So it's a single powered rear wheel, single front with like another, off to the side with a very interesting looking body that's on top of it.
That's a word for it.
And but the website that it's on is like not an RC website, but kind of is. Like they sell some RC motorcycles, but then they also sell like a lot of crafting stuff.
Oh.
It's very bizarre.
Do they have
Anyway.
sophisticated finishes in stock?
They say it different there. So, yeah, I can't do a French accent, so I'm not even gonna try.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about all I can do too.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you better stop right there.
exactly, done. So I was having a hard time. I sent them an email, got no response. Probably because I just sent it in straight English, which they were probably just like, like they either didn't care or
disregard.
Yeah, exactly. So I sent French.
Then you emailed back and you said, "Hey, we gave you the idea for your revolution."
Yeah. I was just like, I was like, do I know anybody in France? And I was like, no guy that has French in his name. I'm like,
a Frenchman in a crawler. He must be in France,
not just in his name. Like, he could be like wherever he lives, but he was able to get a hold of. He called them on the phone.
Oh, wow!
And evidently explained to them that you should respond to this silly American's email.
He probably called you silly American.
I highly expect such a thing. But anyway, he got him. They sorted things out to me, sent me a PayPal invoice, paid. Shipping was like half the price of the car.
Oh, God.
Almost a third of the price.
Mon Dieu.
Yeah, it was €60 to ship it.
Je pense que non. Which means I think no.
Yeah.
Greg Matthews wanted to know about the capo. Does it gain entry to a club on Facebook when you buy it? I don't get it. What's funny?
You're in the Ripper owners group.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Anyway, for some reason, I had mentioned that in a live stream on Friday, and Nicole lost her mind. She goes, "Oh, your secret club?" Like, no, it's just a group of us that own. I'm like, but
it is kind of an exclusive club.
If you don't own one, you can't get in. Like, yeah.
How do you prove that you own one, though? That's
you have
what
to give the serial. There's questions at the beginning. You have to give the serial number of the one you own. And
I don't even know where that is. Where's the serial number?
It's lasered on the back. I think yours is
right, 16.
And the big numbers on the side.
Right, the number plates. I don't know what number I have.
And we always know when someone gets one because we know where it came from.
There's a limited number of them. That's true.
There's a list in there of who owns what. And everyone, we get requests on there like all the time. People are just like, didn't answer the questions. I'm like, denied. There you go.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Nicole thought that was a big thing. I'm like,
ooh, your special secret club for jerks.
Yeah. That's like, no.
Well, yes, but also no.
But also no.
All right. Darwin Bunky wants to know, what's my opinion on these Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X tires?
Tars.
They're very aggressive, but the double XS3 S2 49er compound that these are in is way so soft. Like, I don't think they'll do very well.
Now, if you saw in the
rocks,
Sweep Racing came out with some scale tire. They used that same tire. Like,
yeah, it's
why
basically the same tire.
Choose the ugliest
of all
tire
the tires.
Like I said before, the only tire that's probably uglier than that is the KLR M. Like,
I was going to say that. Well, yeah, that one's pretty ugly too. But the Thornbird is pretty ugly as well.
Yeah. Well, Thornbirds are terrible tires, both full size and RC. But at least they're like. I mean, both of those two tires are awful looking.
Yeah,
now,
I bought them because I bought these because they are so aggressive and they are a bit ugly, And I wanted to see what they looked like in real life. I saw them online. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give that a try just for, some build in the future. I haven't really decided.
You have a lot of ugly stuff. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do something with them. I don't know yet. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Squared C24s, thanks for the $5. Thanks for the entertainment. You and, well, mostly Josh sold me on the FMS key truck. Josh had the best review. LMAO. LMAO.
LMAO.
Laughing my something off. SMH. LOL. Yeah. So thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. I don't have one of those key trucks. I think I'm the only guy in the RC industry not to have one.
I mean,
how could I not have one?
I agree. I don't understand how you don't. You
because
build
I don't like
pointless trucks all the time. All the time.
What do you mean? This isn't pointless.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean,
just keeps going.
It keeps, like, you know what would be worse than a Cherokee? A Cherokee.
A longer Cherokee.
Like,
yeah. Well, Richard's almost done his the body work on his cab over Cherokee. If you want to see useless.
You know what? I've been watching that. I saw his post on it the other day. I always enjoy that. Hey, Josh, did you see the 3D printed body kit for the D12? There's actually a bunch of them. There's probably a dozen or more of the D12 body kit options. Some for free that you can print yourself, some that you can buy printed. They're everywhere. So,
yeah. It is definitely a thing. There's a lot of modifying, and people have done some really fun stuff with them. I just, I haven't come around to it yet because I've got enough other projects going on.
I agree.
I just want to get those done.
Much to mine other than just use it as a subject to draw some stuff in CAD on. So, which is just what I do for fun. So.
Oh, brother. All right.
We do have a game to play this week.
We do have a game to play, but first, the last purchase for me.
Oh. What else did you get?
Oh man,
Let me guess. I already saw it. Okay.
What? Just ask your question. Guess.
They said, I already saw that it's a Tamiya.
Oh,
and it's likely the Sand Scorcher because you bought it last week.
It is. It's a Sand Scorcher. Yay!
That's so rad.
It's so rad and so terrible. This is the worst.
Is it? Because they look so good.
You can judge the quality. Well, not quality, because Tamiya's stuff is great quality, but you can judge the capability by the description right here.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I'll read it to you. I don't need to read very much either. This re-released version of the Sand Scorcher is a fun radio-controlled assembly kit model, which reminds you of the design of the original 1979 release.
Ooh, 79. Wow.
1979.
This is a fun assembly model that you could RC. It's an assembly model, though, first.
Don't expect a lot. 1979.
I got one. Squared C24s. Thank you very much for the donation. No question, but thank you for the donation.
Special racing.
Where can I get a D12? I recommend going to WPL's site direct for fastest shipping. You can get them on Banggood, but only if you want to surprise yourself, because likely by the time you get it, you will have forgot you ordered it, and you'll go, "Holy crap! Look at what I got myself." Other than that, go to WPL direct.
Yeah. Anyway, big things planned for that SRB. Ampro Engineering. I'm not sure if you follow him on the Instagram,
but you
should. He's doing a whole revised chassis, all kinds of interesting bits and pieces for a full interior, doors, roll cage, dash, seats, the works. It's going to be awesome. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do it up sort of like box art. Probably not box art, but I'm going to do something fun with it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
I like it.
On the shelf.
On the shelf. That's so. We came up with the should we play the game now or should we wait a little while?
We could probably play it now.
Okay, we could play it.
Hi, Westmaid.
So, the root
Just so
of this
you can see
game.
it again.
Yeah, just rubbing it in.
Oh, hurts so good. Whoops! So.
Oh, you're very special with that.
I am.
I would say I hope you drop it, but I don't.
No.
I would be sad for you.
Yeah.
Even if I'm jealous, I would still be sad.
It's one of those things that I lift up and I look at and I put it back down.
Yeah. Okay. I totally agree. So, the game for this week.
Yes.
I sent this video to Matt. It came via TikTok because I spend time on TikTok in my off time.
You're what spare time you have.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, and the game is you're a burglar, but you only steal things that slightly inconvenience your victim. So we're going to play the RC version of this, where Matt and I have to take things from each other. They can't ruin a day. You can't just like take someone's radio
or batteries out of your transmitter.
Yes,
it's like no, you can't do that.
So that you have to be able to still go through your day, just inconvenienced.
Yep.
So, since now, and then I also said, and we're gonna have to have everybody, we're gonna have to go with a viewer vote on this to see who won.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go back and forth, 5 items each.
Yes.
One of us takes an item, the other one can't use it again. We have to come up with an alternate. So now I 1, 2, 3.
I don't even have them written down.
Okay, I came up with 7 and I wrote them down.
Hi Schultz. He says you start with your circle cutter.
That's Perry G, exact same thing. He just said.
Yeah. Unibody Wheeler. Before we get started, the model car commercial, they're nearly done.
Oh.
It's really super exciting. They brought on some really cool actual clients, so they're going to be a real thing. I'm hoping for good things. Anyway,
all right.
They're looking good.
I'm going to give you the honors of going first, giving you the advantage.
Okay, thank you very much. So the first thing that I would take from you, let's just say you're out there and you're having a great time and you turn around to take a picture of a beautiful vista. I would go and unscrew one of your tires and remove one of the drive pins from the drive shaft and put it back on. Not from the drive shaft, but from the actual from the steering knuckle or so you're effectively 3-wheel drive.
That was exactly. One on my list says single hex pin.
Yeah, single hex pin. There you go.
However, I think I can one up you with the first one on my list. Okay. And that is I would remove the battery door from your transmitter.
That's extremely annoying.
Yeah, so it's still full. You're just gonna have to either hold that pack in there or
upside down it.
Yeah. Very inconvenient.
Very inconvenient. That is inconvenient. All right. So. Okay. The next thing that I thought of, I would remove the clasp from your fanny pack. So you had to carry it.
Tie
instead of yeah. That would be very tight. That would be highly inconvenient.
I would remove the pivot balls from your rod ends.
On all of them? It's so floppy.
Yeah. Still functional, still all retained.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But very very wiggly.
All right. Here's another one. I would adjust your end points on your steering so you had more throw left, but almost no throw right. And most turns, I think, are right turns.
I will tell you, this isn't one of the ones in the game, but along that one that you said, we did. If I was going to do that, it'd be one worse, which we did to John Schultz at Crawl for a Cure.
I know exactly what you're saying. You flipped it around so steering became throttle?
Worse. Steering endpoints were the same. Throttle endpoints were the same. But we turned the steering return speed all the way down. So you'd steer, and it would steer quick. But then you'd let off to go back to center, and it was... Whoa.
So he's in here saying, he did that to me. That's great.
So he's driving, and of course he and I were driving together, so we were driving like idiots, trying to smash into each other. And he'd steer to come at me, and he'd steer and go, and he'd like, oh, and still keep going. If you steered it back, it would go, but you couldn't just let off to return it. Oh, he was like, what is going on with my? Because what happened is he only brought one battery on the trail ride somehow. And he had to like run all the way back. So he left his truck and radio with us. We're like, too soon, Junior.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
So anyway, there you go.
Okay.
All right. My next one though.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Because what was your last one? You're gonna adjust my endpoints.
Yeah.
My next one. I'm taking all of your tire foams.
How are you taking them? You're gonna disassemble all of my bead locks just to get the foams out.
I'm gonna do it while you're getting ready. You're taking them out of your truck. Your tire foams are gone.
That's pretty good.
Riding on wheels. You're gonna be like those guys on Facebook. You're trying to use air pressure.
It's good. Okay. All right. Well, actually, I had one along those lines. I was gonna remove. How many bolts are on a SLW? I was gonna remove
6.
5 of the bolts. So there's only 1 bolt remaining, which would certainly inconvenience you.
I am going to remove your sensor wire.
That's actually, for me, that's a big problem because I'm always creeping very slowly, but not anymore. Okay, what was the other one I thought of? Oh, you're dropping frames again?
I'm dropping frames again. It's killing me.
It. All right, the other one I thought of, which I thought would be pretty good, is just removing the front drive shaft. So you're in 2-wheel drive only.
Yes. Now, yeah, that one would be almost a game ender for me. If I'm into it, I'm like, no, can't drive it.
I'm done.
That was why I liked the single wheel pin idea.
Yeah, that one is just, it's more of an inconvenience because you can still drive it.
3-wheel drive, like you can get through.
You can still get through. Yeah.
It sucks, but it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's annoying. Highly annoying.
Yeah. Is that 5 each?
I had 1, 2, 3,
I feel like
4.
That's 5.
No, we did 4 each.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of another one that would be fairly inconvenient. That isn't like day ending. Pass.
Pass? Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead, and then if I can think of another one, I'll give it to you.
So, one that I had that I haven't used because I'm dealing with you, that this isn't, I'm not even going to use this one. I'm just going to spoil it just in case you were going to try. But I was going to take all but one of your body clips. But
well, that's not really a problem for me, Josh, because I don't have a lot of trucks.
That's why I said I'm not even going to use it. However, what I am going to use, which I think would inconvenience you more than anybody, almost anybody, is that I'm going to take all but one of the nozzles to your Tamiya spray cans. He's got one. You're going to have to share it between all those little cans.
Yeah, that would be tough. All right, I'm going to replace all of your shock oil with 20 weight. Think of the rebound.
So, yeah. So, to summarize, in case anybody was booted by lag, I'm going to take Matt's transmitter battery door. He has to walk around holding the batteries into his radio all day.
Which would be pretty funny, I gotta say. That would
I'm
be
going
really
to
funny.
remove the pivot balls from all of the links in his truck. So the suspension's just kind of just banging around. I'm going to take his tire foams out. So he's just riding, you have to be one of those air pressure guys. Yeah, you just try and fill it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to take his sensor wire. So he's just cogging at low speed all day. And then I'm going to take the spray tip to all but one of his Tamiya spray cans.
I mean, I can use that one on all of the cans.
I know, but that would be very inconvenient.
It would be very inconvenient. You'd have to spray a little bit out to make sure you got all the paint out. And what was I going to do? I was going to take one drive pin, one hex pin out of one of your trucks, so it was 3-wheel drive. I was going to change the endpoints on your steering. What was the other thing I was going to do? I've
Be
forgotten
less
already.
memorable than me.
Yeah. I think you spent a lot more time thinking about it today than I did. I was busy.
I think that I just...
Your ideas were very good. That was fun, though. I like that game. I would like to play that game again.
All right, I'll give you another opportunity. It's going to be much harder the second time.
Yeah, because we've thought of already most of the good stuff.
Oh, I'm not saying it's impossible though.
Oh no, it's quite doable. Perry G, thank you for the $2. Replace his Futaba with a Fly Sky. Oh, I mean, he could make it work, but he'd be really annoyed about it. That was a good one too. Like, Josh, on your radio, can you operate it one-handed without like a little tab thingy on the steering wheel?
Yeah, but I have like
Okay.
man hands,
Yeah.
so most I can.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, so do I, but this is the new 5 Pro, by the way.
I don't know if there's any of them here that I couldn't.
But yeah, you could remove that from like the DX5C or whatever. And then,
Right.
This is the new 5 Pro.
5 Pro 2021 version.
2021 version, yes, which allows for a rechargeable battery, which I've got installed in there now. And it's got a nice knob on it. It says knob right on it, so you know it's a knob.
That's how you know.
The logo on the back lights up. The screen is backlit. The whole assembly here is adjustable, so you can have like just straight wheel if you want, or drop down wheel, and then there's a bunch of little shims you can put in there to angle the wheel more towards your thumb if you're inclined. All kinds of great adjustments. Very nice radio. SD slot too, if you have a bunch of models and you want to transfer them over, or
well, you can do firmware updates. You can have model all that. That is nice.
It's awesome. It's a good radio. So far, so good.
One of the recommendations that was given in here, like I would really like to keep this one for next time, but I'm not because it's too funny. His what Swoof's recommendation was 20 weight with food coloring. I'm just gonna replace straight food coloring.
Yeah,
It's just
your oil is now food coloring.
You just got red piles underneath of your
You could dye your eggs. Chongy, thanks for the $5. Matt, you need to replace 1 or 2 of Josh's tires with 3.8s on 1.55s. Like really tiny tires. No, tiny tires, I think he means. 3.8
Oh, 3 point. I immediately went to 3.8 inch wheel. Like,
yeah, like the big bashers get those, right?
Oh, you did say take away the clasp on my
your fanny
my
pack.
waist bag.
Yes, that's replace pistol radio with a stick radio. That would be fun. I actually changed my Blizzard to work on the DX5 Pro. I'm so happy I did that. It's so much easier to control. Just a little bit of mixing is all I needed.
We may have to try and change up the game a little bit next time for like replacing an item, because we were supposed to just be taking.
Yeah.
Not taking. But so we may have to next time may have to be replacing.
Yeah.
And stuff like the stick radio or the food coloring.
Oh man, so, all kinds of funny things we could do. So many funny things.
Replace your tire foams with soup.
Or beans.
Like a nice hearty.
Have you seen it's like a I know what I have on Craigslist, but it's like a Nintendo Switch, but the insides have been replaced with baked beans. He's like, I know what I have.
What?
I know, it's so weird.
Okay.
Ben Cherico, thanks for the $5. Thinking of getting a Marlin crawler. Saw your video on 5 leaf spring mods. But what's a good motor and ESC and servo for when the stock ones crap out? Okay, so you know how I usually say there are some things you should replace later or when they break? The motor, ESC, and servo on the Marlin crawler are all 3 things you should replace right away.
Yeah.
I think I'm running, in my Marlin crawler, I'm running an old BRXL and a 35 turn Holmes Trailmaster Pro? Crawlmaster Sport?
Trailmaster Pro.
One of those two.
Is it rebuildable, hand wound?
Oh, yes. My stars.
Yes.
It's so
Trailmaster
rebuildable.
Pro.
Hang on. Let me see here. Oops. No, I replaced it because I think I melted the one that was in here before it.
Oh, that's because you tried your overdrive thing and you melted one, right?
Yes.
Yes. I forgot how gear ratio works.
Shut up. This is a Tekin Heavy Duty 35 turn. Heavy Duty. But yeah, I would say Holmes BRXL is a great choice with one of his motors. And then servo, as many torques as you can possibly afford.
Yes. All of them that you want to spend.
All of the torques.
But it's worth it.
It sure is. Maybe don't go for the aggressive, like, 40% overdrive that I have in that truck.
Right. Or if you do, gear appropriately.
Comp.
The comp.
God.
Yeah, that's very good.
Dana,
Yeah,
I will explain to you how I mixed it. Message me on Instagram, and I'll show you how I set it up for the mixing.
Yeah, mine was fun there too, right?
Huh? What?
That's getting the mixing of those things.
Yeah.
For the Trail King or the Blizzard.
Yeah.
All a lot of fun.
Once it's set up and it's on a pistol radio, it just makes it so much easier to drive, and then you can actually film it one-handed, right? Because you can drive one-handed again. Anyway,
yeah, that was the whole reason that I was like, mine isn't even ideal. It was just this. I was like, this will work well enough for a trail ride so that I can film and drive.
Exactly. Mandatory, in my opinion. You don't need a stick radio for that. Pistol is more than acceptable, and especially because what I did, I set up the knob on the I set up the knob to be the plow. So right.
Oh.
So I can adjust how high or low it is.
Right, because it is a very useful plow. I agree. Every time I put mine down, it made like a wall of snow about 2 inches, and then it was done.
Oh, Josh, you're doing it wrong. I plowed my whole driveway.
You had pre-shoveled. Thank you.
But it still moved snow around.
You can still see the shovel sitting against the...
Listen, don't question me.
I just want to know. Did you shovel the driveway first, then walk inside and say to Rebecca, like, can you film me now driving my toy train?
No, that was completely on
that was
her.
Truly
she
candid.
Was truly candidly filming me. No idea.
You had no intentions of filming yourself.
No, I shot a little bit of film. I shot a little bit of video as I was just getting started, and I was like, I can't film and drive this thing. So then I just shoveled, and then got out the truck and track thing and did it.
Huh, okay.
Promise.
Interesting.
Promise.
So you were just going to play around like that yourself for no content?
Yeah.
That was your...
Just play around and have some fun.
See, not just a nerd on the internet.
I'm a
Nerd
nerd in real
too.
life. Is Overdrive OJR's outdoors? Is Overdrive worth it for a trail rig? But I still want to do crawling. My rig is a TRX4 Sport. Yeah,
Yes.
100% it is. Just don't overdo it.
Yes.
Like, don't overdrive. Well, yeah, there are limits.
I ran over under in my TRX4 Sport with the gears.
Yeah.
Overdrive, underdrive, and it was fine.
Yeah, I did it when I did the portal delete, and it was not fine. It was a bit aggressive. But yeah, you can totally do overdrive, underdrive. 100%.
So, yep. No, it's fine in TRX4 Sports. It's not that drastic even.
No.
So, you'll be in good shape. And honestly, in the TRX4s, it kind of needs it.
It does.
It keeps them a little bit more sucked down to the rocks because those TRX4s are tippy.
Yeah, there's a lot of suspension travel. And the portals raise up the center of gravity and everything else.
The battery's high in the TRX4 Sport.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. I'm just looking at it.
So.
I'm looking at one right now going, yep. It's pretty high up there.
It's just... the TRX4 battery tray is actually like one of the highest battery trays
of any truck.
SCX-10-2 may... Well, no, probably
it was
not
lower
because it is high because it's up front and over top of everything, but it's not raised up by portals.
Yep.
So if you take it apples to apples, it's
Dan Trivet wanted to know. He was asking you over here. Other than the Rift, what would be a good RC sort of like it? And then he lists the Capra, Wraith, Laser Nut, Rock Ray, or something else.
I think the one that's being left out the most is the Bomber.
Yeah, the Bomber is the closest.
Something like it, then it's the Bomber.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. It's the closest thing to the Rift, without being the Rift.
Right. I prefer it much over any of those other options.
Agreed.
Well, the Laser Nut I do enjoy as well. I know it's still got its issues.
It does.
But the Bomber isn't without issues by any means. If the Bomber had the power of the Laser Nut out of the box, it wouldn't
survive.
It wouldn't handle it. Like, it's just not going to happen. The thing is, I mean, the Bomber comes with a brushed motor, so
a fairly weak one at that.
You put that brushed motor in that Laser Nut, you can drive it around for months probably.
You can get years of work out of that.
But so it's kind of relative. Now, granted, even for the Bomber and the Laser Nut are not that far off on dollars.
No, it's true. That's the real kicker, is if there was a Bomber kit still, which I don't think there is.
There's not for over a year.
No, that would be my value proposition right there. That's where I would spend my money. If someone was like, I want to get something like the Rift, but I don't want to get the Rift, what's next? Bomber kit.
If someone said to me, I like the Rift, but I want to crawl.
Bomber.
I'm like, well, don't get the Rift then.
Definitely don't get the Rift.
Because the Rift is not going to be a crawler.
No.
You could lock it front, rear, and center.
It's still not going to be.
It's still just like, I mean, it's longer than the Bomber. It's wider than the Bomber. It's not like it's going to be that much different. But the Bomber's already a long wheelbase, and it already can be kind of a tricky one to crawl with. The Wraith was a little bit better dedicated crawler.
Agreed.
Because the wheelbase was a little bit shorter. But where the Wraith shined in that area, I think that the Bomber outshined in most all other areas enough that it made the Bomber my go-to in.
Well, there was a reason that most people use the Bomber in ultra races, because it could do a little bit of everything.
Yes, it did a little bit of everything better than almost anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I love my Bomber. I should get that thing out more often. It's a blast.
Dan Trivet, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I need to go film my ultimate Bomber. So
yeah, it's ultimately
perfect right now because
it hasn't been used yet. I just wanted to show you this real quick. quite possibly the tallest beer I've ever seen.
Is it?
It's very tall. Like, here's the beer I just finished.
Ah, okay.
Anyway.
And with the three, I'm still
thanks,
drinking bubbly.
Thanks, Dan Trivet, for the $5. Much appreciated.
Bubbly.
Buble. See, they got new flavors. Pineapple and peach.
I don't think that either of those are new.
For you, maybe.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, just because you just discovered them doesn't make them new. But
all right, Christopher Columbus.
wait.
Look what I found. You mean the thing that we're living on?
So, yes, there you go.
A guy on a moose says the Laser Nut is the best looking car of 2020. The blue and white one.
That's a really interesting. That's an really interesting prove me wrong type thing, right?
Yeah, totally.
Because I'm just thinking.
What else came out in 2020?
I don't initially disagree with him. As far as new cars that were released in 2020.
Well, the SCX 10-3 came out in 2020.
That came out in 2020. Oh, that's a... Now, I am obviously a Jeep fan, Gladiators or JLs, but I think that the fact that the Laser Nut replicates such a unique, only one other like it in the world vehicle right now, like I feel like that one surpasses the SCX3 for me.
Yeah.
One Lacros is saying Gatekeeper. I would not agree there. While I like Trent Fab style buggies, kind of, they're not my favorite Ultra 4 buggy, and I don't think that it looks a little long in the front.
Oh, I don't know.
Especially.
The Gatekeeper is not on the list.
No. Arma Felony, Darwin proposed. That is a very
good looking
a very
car.
a very good proposition.
That is a very good looking car. Why didn't we do this in January?
I know.
Don't forget Super Baja Ray 2.0. Also a very good looking truck that came out.
Also a very good looking truck. Kind of blends in though. It's not that much different than the Super Baja Ray 1.0.
True.
So like good looking, but not like a huge deviation.
If I was going to choose out of the two Laser Nut colors that they did, I think the blue and white looks way better than the black.
Blue and white, 100%.
Yeah. I was sort of slightly disappointed that I got the black one. I was like,
I wanted the black one and then got the blue and white, and I'm like, that was better.
Yeah. It shows off all the panels more. You get to see the shape of it. It looks so good. And it's the one they actually use
in that car. Humble brag. It was the black and red. So I was like, I kind of want. And now I'm like, no, this is better.
Yeah.
Red Cat 64, Sebastian. No. It's not a terrible. It's good. It's very unique for the RC world.
And let's put it on the list. It's worthy of being on the list because it was something.
An honorable mention.
Yeah. I think the Gladiator does look very good.
It does look very good, and I love Gladiator.
What about the Betty? STX 24 Betty.
I thought about that because I saw it, but I don't know that it's the best looking rig of the year.
Okay.
It's cool. I like it. I love the reasoning and everything behind it. I don't think it's the best looking rig of the year. The Bomber 2.0. I like that vehicle, but it is basically the same vehicle as before.
Can't say that's new.
No, it does not count.
No. Colton Lindemann, thanks for the $5. Well, Josh blew me off, so what will you do? Maybe because I didn't comment because I'm a noob at this. I doubt very much, Colton, it had anything to do with you. It's probably Josh's horrible stream tonight. That's why.
Or just the fact
my numbers
I'm
are
only seeing it.
going through the roof.
Yes,
so,
you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
New Bright Bronco.
What about, we haven't really talked about
I
this.
did miss Cole. I'm sorry, Cole.
We didn't really talk about this, but there's some drag bodies that were pretty good looking that came out.
Those were, but those aren't vehicle releases. Those are bodies.
Fair enough. Okay, fine.
Veto.
That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Tamiya Yaris, Alex drops.
yes, yes.
Oh,
winner.
I like this one from Ben Osborne. The WL Toys 9543679363946.
Oh, you know what? I liked it, but it wasn't quite as good as the 982478 XPL. Then there's like always like a weird it's like the name of the company, like Feiyu Tech. Fijan.
Amazing. Fijan. They make fantastic gimbals.
Lloyd came out this year, I think. So
not a full car, though.
And not a full
and that
car.
Came out in that was in 2020.
Oh, what?
Because
Okay,
that made
okay.
my best moments of 2020.
Right.
But Bart was saying the Ultra. For what, the Ultra came out the year before, but even that. Wait, no, it came out.
Ultra came out in 2020.
You're right. I forgot about that. But it looks just like the Pro, so I wouldn't even put it on the list.
The WL Toys 8675309.
86.
Excellent.
Per
Guy
most
Adams.
RC YouTube, the WPL D12. It's a good truck. But coolest one of the year? Absolutely not.
No.
It's one of the most uncool of the year. I think it could almost take that.
Yeah. Least
Proudly, too.
likely.
It would haul that uncool trophy, right, in its tiny
You
bag.
could say least likely to have ever been made into an RC, and that's what would win the prize for 2020.
That is very.
Because okay, you know what?
Rider would have been holding that trophy for the previous 2-3 years.
Josh, you know what we're doing at the end of this year? Mark my words right now. You and I are going to host our version of the Dundies.
I'm 100% on board with. Did we passingly discuss this with each other?
I don't know if we did or not, but we have to do the RC awards.
We do.
And a little bit of tongue in cheek. It's not going to be fully serious because when have you and I ever been fully serious?
We're not capable of that.
That's impossible. Me be serious? That's impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to come up with a whole, and by all means, put your suggestions for categories in the comments. The Scalies. Jay Walker just called them the Scalies.
I think we just straight up ripped off the Dundies. I think we call them the Dundies.
The RC Dundies.
RC Dundies.
The Scalies are
yes.
pretty good, though. That's good.
Seafart also commented on mine and donated.
Excellent.
Seafart Fire Trap.
See?
He says, thank you for the donation. Says, called the foams and donated his stream cut off, but still more entertaining than Matt. Boom.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch. Hurts you deep, doesn't it?
Why do I even do this? It's certainly not for the money.
The Lloyd Awards.
The Lloyds.
The Lloyd Award will have to be an award.
Yes, absolutely.
It doesn't have to go to an award to a Lloyd.
Writing it
But
down.
there's going to be a Lloyd Award.
Yeah.
I'm adding it to my document as well.
The Scalies.
I'm calling it the Dundies. In mine.
The Scalies. I love that. That's so funny.
This is going to be a thing, though. That's going to be like, this is, we're going to see this on boxes in the coming future. Like people are going to be like 2021 and 2022
Winner
Lloyd
of the
Award.
Winner of the award. Or it'll get to the point where people are just like the nomination, like nominee for least likely to have been made into an RC vehicle award goes to. Oh man, this is great.
Oh, we need to. I mean, like think of like the Battery of the Year award that RC Car Action gives to Max Amps every year since they're their only sponsor.
Tax Amps. Yeah.
There could be a Max Amps award. It would just be whoever gave you or I the most stuff in the year, and then we just name that company.
Now it's a very scientific way that we decide this award. Thank you, Faijan.
Faijan.
We could also do like the Bang Gang Award, like the best product
Best
off
Bang
of
Gang.
Banggood.
Name it.
This is great.
Yes.
There's yeah,
Oh,
we'll have to get acceptance speeches. Moose just said we'll have to like reach out and get people to record speeches.
So this is definitely going to have to be a produced live show with, we can call in, we can fire up the.
We'll both wear tuxedos.
Yes. I'm just getting the T-shirt.
Yeah, of course.
I'm renting my T-shirt though, not buying. Not spending the money to buy one of those shirts.
I'll just green screen it in.
The Flying Cars Award.
Oh.
I don't know what it will be, but I agree.
Yep. the best brazzing award. Moose Jaw.
Yes.
All right. Well,
yes.
we've got lots of time to plan for this, so the production
Yes, we
values
do.
are going to be very high. I can feel it.
I agree. So, I think trophies are going to be in order.
Yeah.
We have to make some phone calls. Like, you want us to send it, or you want me to throw it away for you? I'll pay shipping either way.
Hello, Faijan? Where can I send you this trophy? They're like, what?
Yeah. Who?
It's a very prestigious award. Imagine, if you will, somebody takes it seriously. They're like, oh shit. I mean, between them, they've nearly got 100,000 subscribers. They're legitimate. And then they put the logo on the box.
I know.
We want a scaly.
Widest sneakers award, definitely got to be one. That's
Sea Fire Truck made another donation. Thank you very much. I'm trying to balance scale and performance because of you guys. I'm so confused. Oh man.
There's gonna be there's so much. There's so many opportunities.
Chongi suggested we get the 2 Dumb and Dumber tuxedos.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Flying Cars Award for innovative filmmaking.
Some YouTuber's gonna get this and be like, "Do they really have to call it this?" Like, what the like it's one of those things that's like, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, I guess.
Yeah.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Yes. You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Yeah, and actually, we could have the special guest of the year award for appearing on our show. We'll just get them to come on. I mean, Moose Jaw is far and away the leader on that right now.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
I think Hemi Storm is probably in the mix for that too. He's been doing a lot of great content lately, by the way.
Yes, he's been busy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm very much excited for this. We're definitely gonna have to put some ad budget towards this.
Yep, we'll spend some real money on this, guys.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. But MKBHD has his own awards every year. Same.
We can do that.
It's ours now.
Big Red Bitch suggested that we can have different YouTubers on to present the awards to.
Yes. I almost feel like we should just do this as a professionally edited.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Be a bit of a
By
challenge.
professionally edited, I mean you.
Oh, right, yeah.
So.
I figured as much. But we can do all the lower thirds and the splash screens and all that stuff. It'll be a real production.
Look at the music, everything.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. It's been decided. Make it so.
It's been done.
We have to, even though it's going to be pre-recorded, we still need to wake Hemistorm up at 3 a.m. to do it. You have to film this now.
Get up. We want you at your worst.
Yeah. The But Why Award.
Most confusing tangent award.
Well, I mean, that happens. I don't even know how we would go through all of those.
Well, it's impossible. Speaking of tangents, Dana just goes, "Let me be the first to congratulate you, Moose Jaw, for your nomination in these fine awards."
Do you have to send letters to people for their nominations?
No, I think we could probably do a nomination show the week or two beforehand.
Oh, that could be the live show.
Yeah, and then the recorded one is the actual awards.
There we go.
Best fuck of the year. While I like the comedy. Yeah. How many squares award?
How many? Man, just trying to think of how many of these awards we're trying to give to ourselves. We should win. We should win awards ourselves.
The best Josh award goes to, oddly enough, Matt.
We'll gather a panel of people to vote so that we can keep it under wraps.
Yeah, exactly.
A panel of experts of our choosing.
It's almost like you and I should be as surprised by the winners as everyone else.
That's a good point. I don't know how we're going to open the envelope. Like, where we have to put the thing in the envelope and then we have to open the envelope.
Right. That's a bit of a challenge.
I'm just going to tell Nicole to text me the answer.
Yeah.
All right.
Now. Swing and a miss award. Oh, man. Could be a few of those.
Yeah, you know what? That's almost exactly what Max M just said here. It says, yes, but also no award.
Yeah.
That's the exact same thing. Swing and a miss.
Yeah. Perry G said the most delayed vehicle award, which would go to any HPI in the last 5 years. Oh my God, this is great. Phantom Works just said Tower Hobbies will just leak all the winners anyway. Yeah. The fine, like, you know how they have like TD Waterhouse does all the accounting for the Oscars and like keeps all the winners under wraps and has all those envelopes.
I had no idea that no, I did not know that.
But they do that, and Tower Hobbies would be our sponsor for that portion of it. And all the envelopes are just open and like there.
You can order them a month before.
Yeah, it's all posted online.
Thank you, Doug, for the Doug Lemoy. Always entertaining here, even from chat timeout. My apologies. I wonder what he did. I don't know what you did to get a timeout, Doug.
I think everybody thinks that when they're getting booted from your spotty stream there, they think they did something.
Well, I mean, he could have got a timeout from something. I don't know
maybe.
what, but it wasn't from me. I don't honestly. I have a handful of people who help with that, but I don't question them. Brass Hole Award, yes.
Vidjo said, I'm starting the National Scale Inquirer to spill misinformation all year long. You know, I hear that Lloyd's in the running for the best body of the year.
Bat Boy is about to win the...
It's so great. I love it.
Yes, fantastic. Yes, I'm looking forward to this immensely now. Good thing it is only February.
Yeah, we've got lots of time to plan for it. And then, of course, it'll be like a week beforehand that we're like, oh, shit, we're supposed to do that thing.
We can still get this thing knocked out. Don't worry.
No big deal. Moose Joe said, next on the ESPN Ocho, the Scalies Award Show, live.
This is Trash Award.
Oh, speaking of This Is Trash, I know that's a shirt, but a friend of mine, one of the forum members from the Scale Builders Guild, his name's Luxar Sketch. He's from Russia, and he sent me some scale mail. Oh, I should cover up my address. But it came in this very nice Russian envelope with Burdan on envelope and many Russian stamps. And I kind of forgot all about what this is, but what it is bumper stickers, but they're all in Russian.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And you know what's even cooler? Because this is pretty cool in and of itself. But
they look like some of the colors that you use.
Yeah, they're very similar in some cases, which is really great. He took some inspiration for sure. And I'm like, I can't read any of these. He emailed me a Word document with all of the translations.
Yes.
It's so awesome. Most of these
Yes.
are extremely specific to Russian things.
Right. Russian comedy or Russian verbiage.
Yeah,
or
exactly. Yeah, there's something I can't. You know what? I should find the email because some of them are worth just listening to the.
Just listening to what is supposed to be funny in Russian, but it's lost in translation by the time it makes it to.
Hello, I have finally finished translating the stickers. I tried to include the original and the translation. This is so awesome. So it's like, there's like a lot of these are very, very specific, but it's like, no gaps, it creaks. That's. How's your defender, Oleg?
Okay.
Yeah. I've broke the axle shafts in half. So awesome.
Okay. Like, it's just funny how, like, in some way that translates to funny things in Russian. I mean, it's assuming. Like, there's a lot of people who make unfunny bumper stickers in English.
Yeah.
But I assume that these are funny.
Yeah, I think these are. Quite funny.
Yeah.
Stands beautifully on the shelf. It's like a shelf queen.
Shelf queen, right?
Yeah. This is really great though. Floatable china closet. Because a lot of his builds are wood, so it's like a china cabinet.
Right. Yeah.
But that's pretty awesome. Thank you very much, Lux, for sending those my way. Really appreciate that.
Oh, my. Brian Sherwood, thank you for the donation. He goes, I won on the panel. I'm heartless.
Yes, and that'll play quite well, I think, with these awards because it's really all about making sure that these manufacturers know who the real bosses are.
Yeah, listen, we should offend equally.
Oh, absolutely,
and
with impunity.
Thoroughly. Yeah. So, no, I think that's going to be
well worth it, definitely. Got any questions for the week, Josh?
Man, you know what? What I should do, my Wednesday questions is a thing on Instagram, and I answered like 4 of them because I was busy all day.
So you're going to do that now?
So I happen to have a bunch of questions that I could just go ahead and ask to the stream instead.
Ah, excellent. I love
about
it.
that?
That's great. Let's do that.
How about them apples?
How about that? I'm so current on my memes.
Yeah.
How about that?
Let's see what. Okay, here's a good general question. If you could only have one tool for your RCs, would it be a lathe, a CNC mill, or a 3D printer for you?
3D printer.
Would be?
3D printer.
Yeah. It is the most versatile of those.
I have a lathe.
You do have a lathe?
Yeah, it's right here. Just chuck up whatever you want in that, and off you go.
Now, I will say that I have used the redneck lathe many times.
How do you think I wore down all those tires on that Chevy that I built?
Oh my God! Of course, of course. God. Now, I will say that at the same time, if I could only have one, I mean, I have a hard time not saying CNC mill because it is very powerful, but you could give a CNC mill to 89% of the people in both of our chats, and very little would come out of it for them. Because a CNC mill is not a 3D printer.
Oh, no.
It is not a click, upload,
No.
hit print type situation.
No.
You've got fixturing and tooling and feeds and speeds and things that you have to really get into. Like, you know, it's a lot.
Yes.
It is not like a 3D printer.
No.
A 3D printer is a almost dummy. Like, all the people are like, I got lines in my, like, okay. Like, that's, like, in a CNC, it's a whole different world of issues. So in reality, a 3D printer is the right answer.
Yeah.
Even though you said it.
It's so mean to me. Yet here I am.
Right.
Freezing in my workshop.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one.
You're right. Let me try and find these. Here's just a kind of a general one as well. What tubing bender are you using? Are you using a brake line?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yep. Where is it? Uh-oh. Where?
Not
Oh, here
a
it is.
drawer
Here it is.
of
Here it
tools.
is.
Yeah.
I do have a vice mountable one, but I never use it. I don't have the.
Which one do you have for vice
Oh,
mountable?
it's a little tiny thing. I don't have a good one like you do.
Yeah, I want, you know, that style that you have there. Likely what I'll have to go pick up for. I'm gonna do that like bare minimum tool video for fab, because that is, you know,
it is
that
the
or
bare
that
minimum.
style.
It if you know how to make it work, like once you learn the thing that I think most people are challenged by, and I still am challenged by it sometimes, is where do you put it in order to get the proper bend? Right? Like how much material should you have back here?
Yes.
And how much are you turning this way in order to make the bend proper? And
Right.
it confounds some people, and it still confounds me sometimes.
Right.
But
you should keep a template tube always.
Template tube.
Get a tube, just mark on it.
Okay, I've got a tube right here. This is my
Put the bend in it at 45, whatever.
This is my fiddling
mark
tube.
Mark it where you're putting the
right.
that you're gonna put the rest.
Yes.
And then you know, like, okay, this is where I put it. This is where it started. Then you can compare that to the tube you plan to bend.
Good.
And you just always go back and forth to it.
Josh, don't let anybody tell you you're a horrible person.
Put some tape on it, paint it, whatever you got to do. But just keep one of those around. Put it on the wall, whatever you got to do.
Stick it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Keep it forever in your pocket.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Yes. So there you go. That's the thing.
Yeah. So, but agree. Those things, those little, like, because there's just so many hinge points on those. So they are kind of like cumbersome to use.
Yeah. It's not, I would love to have one of those nice, like, big ass platform based bending thingies, but I don't.
Yeah. It's, they are not, you know, I've got the one that I have. I don't even remember what it was called now. God, I can't remember. I think it was by, man, I don't know. I'd have to refer to one of my videos, but they're not made anymore, which is the bummer. But it's got a true, you know, it's got actual like kind of mandrels in it, so that when you're bending, everything kind of is supported. It doesn't collapse the tubing.
Yep.
That, like, I've got the cheap Amazon BAC Industries one, which I've been recommending for years.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first one to ever recommend it.
I should probably just buy that.
But no, not for you, because you like to use brake line and tubing.
Oh, yes.
and that is not for that.
Right.
That is for solid rock.
It'll smush it.
It will collapse, especially brake line.
Yeah.
Brake line's so soft.
Yeah.
Like
It's soft, but when you build it properly, it's still plenty strong for what we do.
Yeah, it is. If unless you drive like me. What's up? And in that case,
it's not driving what you do.
Right.
Somebody wanted to know what the temperature is here in Celsius. It is 10 in this room.
In your shop?
Yeah. Which is 50 Fahrenheit.
That's chilly.
It's a bit cold. My hands
Darwin,
are cracking open.
Thank you. Darwin asked, did freezing water in tubing work for bending? No, not for me. Not without just a bender that was still capable of doing. And I tried it on some thin tubing to try and basically it still wanted to. It basically wanted to break and separate the water.
Yeah, it'll still kick.
So even with sand, I tried some fine sand as well. Kind of works, but just not that well. So,
Dale C, thanks for the $5. I know that answer. There should be a deduct number. Take your measurement, deduct, and that equals the proper starting point or bend, and then measure the shrink. Yes, that sounds accurate.
Huh? What?
I think assuming you already know the start point in your bend, then you can already.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of. It's just when you're trying to fabricate because you have to leave so much out there so it's supported and it doesn't want to.
Yeah.
The other big thing with bending like that is like you set your start point and you have to make sure you have a firm grasp on it so when you to do your bend it doesn't pull on that side because it will want to. Bend allowance is what's being referred to. It's not normally. We don't necessarily use bend allowance in this type of art, like in cage bending as much, or like in RC, because like you use bend allowance in full scale when you're trying to make sure that tube that you're going to physically fabricate, can be cut to the right length first, because it's a real pain to bend those 12-foot sticks all at once or 20-foot sticks all at once.
Yeah, those are definitely difficult. Yes, a lot of people are going, wow, it's cold in there. You should pay the heating bill. Well, this is a cold cellar that I've converted into a workshop in the basement of my house that was built in 1915. So, yeah, I have a heater, but it's in the other part of the basement right now.
I mean, if it does, these lights in here kind of start to heat it up a little uncomfortably.
Oh, please.
So
those are LED lights. They don't warm up that much.
They do, but they still warm up a little. Or it might just be me talking so much. Not really sure.
A lot of hot air in that room.
Yeah, not 100% sure. But, the
my heated hoodie is in the other room too. Because I've been working so much. And the basement is just, it's a basement. And it's not super well insulated and it's cold. So, that's where I spend most of my time working. Yeah. I love how everyone's got a solution for my cold workshop.
Start it on fire.
Yeah. Light some of those battery packs on fire, idiot.
Matt should have picked a better room.
Yeah.
Not the room.
True.
Not the room you hang salami in.
Yeah, it's true. I should have chosen a different room.
You should just go commandeer the living room.
Welcome to the workshop, guys. Yeah, I'm up there grinding metal and brazing. In my living room.
I don't know that I would. I could see me doing that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just start brazing in bed.
If I move the TV in here and the couch, I don't know that Nicole would say anything about it. She'd just be like, "Yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. I don't care."
This is where I am now.
The only issue would be is that the blender would be so much louder. And she'd just be making eye contact while pushing the button. Just
yeah. You know what? If I lived with you, I'd be sick of you too.
Dale C, thank you very much. I bent pipe all day. All pipe benders will have a deduct number. It should be on the side of the bender measurement. Deduct equals start equals.
Oh, on the bender. Okay, mine doesn't have
Yes.
that.
Right.
It should be though. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. That was what was the common off-road benders, a JD squared kit, and I think that even with those, they're like, you're supposed to like take a piece of tubing, bend it, measure, and then that's your deduct. And yeah. Thank you, Slow Don. Had fun again. I'm looking at a bomber for something different. We'll crawl and haul with it.
Yes.
Also, thanks to the other chat participants. I think that is the best little.
You want to have a little bit of go
that is your
fast. You want to have a
intention,
little crawl. That's
is-
the best one.
Yeah. The bomber, not a great crawler, specific, like only, but it does well enough in the rocks and is a lot of fun that it's. I love taking my bomber on trail rides and even fairly technical stuff.
Yeah, totally.
And then just
I had a
hitting speed.
I had a blast with mine at the last Axial Fest when I was just like, yeah, man, this thing is great on the trails. And then I went and did an ultra with it. So you can do it all. Are you guys, this is from Don Juan 1171. Are you guys going to USTE? No.
No. Nope.
Nope.
That's one of those events that I see. It's not one that really interests me.
It's not a Josh event. It's definitely
No.
a little more scale, ultra scale oriented. I mean, it is the ultra scale, ultimate
Isn't it?
scale.
Ultimate. Yeah. I mean, it would be fun. There's RC events all the time. I mean, I'd go to almost anything that's RC related. But if I'm choosing things, I'm not gonna head to Florida for that event.
No, and I'm not.
It's Florida, right?
Yeah, it is Florida, and I'm not going because this whole thing that's going on right now.
Right. Thank you, Lone Star RC guy. Always nice to have you. Thanks for
Nice.
always providing entertaining content. You guys make me laugh.
You should tell my
The good
wife.
thing is that nobody makes me laugh more than myself.
Yeah, I laugh at my jokes more than anybody else's.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a.
Somebody wanted to
there
know
has been-
who what the brand is on this tube bender. It's
China.
Taiwan.
Oh, a little better. Yeah,
It's a little more
yeah.
upscale than China. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I think I got it at a hardware store.
Aha, good place. Good thinking.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. There's no brand on it, so look for
so-
blue tube bender.
Yeah, search that. I mean, I noticed that my viewers have gone up and down a number of times during tonight's stream.
Yes.
But I think they join and they wait, and like the comments in here that people are just waiting for when the rap battle is about to start with you and your.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it's a regular everyday toque, people.
Oh,
This is what people
See.
wear when it's cold outside.
I got one of the trendy Carhartt ones for Christmas, but it's not that cold here.
Yeah, shut up.
I'd have to go if I wanted to seek out cold, I could do it. I could see it. I can see the snow on the mountains, but I'm just it's kind of cold up there.
I actually, it's funny you mentioned Carhartt because I was looking at, I was buying some pants online the other day, and Carhartt, it came down to Carhartt and Dickies, and I ended up going with Dickies because the prices were a little bit better and shipping was free, and they delivered it on Tuesday at noon, and at 12:01 someone drove up and stole my pants. Yep, they took my pants right off the porch. I was so mad.
Have you seen my pants? I can read that. I can just see that on that white text on a black shirt with this SBG at the bottom.
Have you
right
seen
now.
my pants?
Have you seen my pants? SBG.
So we because it was funny because I was actually at the time I was out getting groceries, and Rebecca texted me. She's like, "Where are you?" Because she didn't realize I had left the house. And I said, I'm getting groceries. She's like, I think somebody may have taken something off the porch. Because I saw the delivery truck drop off a package, and then 2 seconds later the dog was barking again, and a white minivan was driving away. So there's somebody patrolling around, watching the
Following
delivery
the
trucks.
Yep.
So I've got a plan. This is a good plan. I'm gonna take.
You're gonna hit him in the ankle with a TRX-6?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the box that the sand scorcher came in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna put a smaller box inside of it, and I'm gonna fill that smaller box with used cat litter.
Huh.
And then I'm gonna put that box back on the porch, and I'm gonna wait.
I like it.
And I'm gonna let that guy, or woman, whomever it might have been, take that package, but I'm going to chase them. And I'm going to get their license plate, but then they're going to drive off with my litter box.
Jake S's comment says, "What a dickie."
Yeah, 100%. What a dickie. Lone Star RC guy, thank you for the $4.99. I always look forward to Wednesdays. Thank you. But he also said later on, they were probably mediums anyway. Yes. That's fantastic.
You shipped your pants.
I shipped my bed.
The Where's My Pants award.
Yeah, the one item that you thought you were going to get that you never got. Where's My Pants award. Are you writing that one down?
Yep.
Okay, good. Share that document with me.
Yeah, will do.
But yeah, I know Mark Rober has done many awesome things. He
Yes,
worked for
he
NASA.
has.
I am a film
He's
editor.
a NASA engineer.
So I'm not going to be making any glitter bombs. I will be making a litter bomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So disappointing. So I hope that I either get a refund or they'll ship me more pants.
Yeah, exactly. Listen. I believe that they got stolen off my porch.
They were stolen.
What I can offer you for you to send me a new pair of pants is an award in the Dundies.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
Dave, you better be nice or this will be named the Dickies.
Yeah. Listen, yeah, that's...
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it was a sad way to end the day.
Yeah,
It was like,
that's a bummer.
I really want my pants. Did I get my 3D printer? No. It has not arrived yet. I don't even know what the status is because I haven't... I don't even know where to look. I gave them money. And then where is my printer?
Yeah, that's kind of that same thing with that sidecar that I'm waiting on. I'm like, I sent it. I don't really have an order number or anything. It's just because I said they sent me a PayPal invoice. That's incorrect. They sent me a PDF invoice.
Oh.
That had a PayPal address on it.
Okay.
So, like, I guess we'll see.
I don't even know, like, where do I look to see if I have, like, a thing?
Yeah. That's
Like, I bought the printer.
it's like a personal problem of some sort.
Prusa. Where is my printer?
Is that B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted?
Is that a character?
Traffic.
Oh, boy.
Oh, was it that? God, how's the end of that goes? Yeah, that's a Ford Maverick.
Status. I found my status. On back order.
Well, that's helpful. But you knew that when you started.
Oh, yes. That's true. On back order. But does that, like...
I think that just means that they're waiting on your order. Waiting to
fulfill my
produce
order.
and ship it.
Yeah, I guess so. They're printing it.
That's true.
true.
There's some printed parts
There
on
are
it.
a lot. Ed Main, thanks for the $5 for pants.
For pants.
Guys, I don't need pant money. I have plenty of money for pants. I just I wanted the pants that I ordered. Give me my pants.
Looking for my chapstick. Traffic. Looking for my chapstick. Yeah. There's a Fort Maverick. You haven't seen Malibu's Most Wanted? Jamie Kennedy?
Oh, God. Yeah. A long time ago. It reminds me, that's like Never Stop Stopping. Have you ever seen that movie? With
No.
Oh, you actually, I think you would really like that one.
Okay.
Never Stop Stopping.
Thank you, Black Hat Customs. Much appreciated.
Pop star. Never Stop Stopping. Never Stop Never Stopping.
Never stop. Never.
Yeah, it's what's his face? Andy Samberg.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Maybe I did.
It's a lot like Malibu's Most Wanted.
I think I might have seen that. I have to remember. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope that Prusa printer ships soon because my other printer's dead and I need to print some stuff.
Kevin H says he will get an email when it ships. I'm guessing he has Prusa. So wait by that email box.
I will. I'll check it right now.
Stand out by the email box waiting for the postman.
And also, have you seen my pants? Don't you hate pants? That's my favorite Homer Simpson line. Oh, Big Red Bitch, it's not a horrible movie. It's a laughable movie. Because it's not good. Not great. Your HO Scale Train Crazy GRC said, your printer is like my Rift.
Yeah.
Will there, Ian Turbot wants to know, will there be a 50K truck award?
Yes. The 50K.
Yeah.
It's just going to go to that person.
Gene Master, thanks for the $5. Dingo Ate My Baby award for worst product of 2021.
Yeah. You know what? I could see that. Prusa is amazing for the price. Definitely worth the price over the Enders.
Oh yes.
I think I'm.
Pull the trigger.
I'm
Josh.
headed that way.
Do it.
Headed that way.
Come on, do it.
I know. I'm gonna.
Mark Davis wanted to know how the switch to the 21 DX5 Pro is going. I so far have one model on here.
Juan. And it's not even
a crawler. It's a Blizzard. But it's going well. It's going to be a long, arduous process. I think one that will probably it'll happen as I decide to drive that said vehicle. Be like, whoa, I'm gonna have to reset all of make a new model for that.
That's always, it's like, I haven't bound this yet or set my endpoints and directions and like,
yeah.
And it's usually the truck that I grab that has like, I was gonna say a winch, but we all know that that's not the case. But a dig at least, So I'm having to like make sure that I get the endpoints all turned down, get it on, then can turn it up to actually hit.
Yeah. Frank Buon Pincero wants us to do a 6-scale build-off. Start searching for new bright bodies.
6? What would be... I would do the Willys Jeep, like you have too. Isn't that 1/6 scale?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I win.
I have that custom chassis for mine and the body. I've had it for, I don't know, like 8 years, 9 years.
I'm going to get it done.
It's very appropriate.
I'm going to get it done.
I don't really have... I'm not even going to say that about mine.
All I have to do is prime it, paint it. Oh, first I have to adjust the inner fenders on the front because the wheels do just slightly rub. And by slightly, I mean a lot.
Catastrophically
like
interfere.
Shake the whole body off kind of rub. And then I just have to buy a driver, which I'm so reticent to doing because they're not cheap. Those 6-scale men are expensive. Yeah, I know you wouldn't drive it with a driver, but that would look ridiculous. But I'm keen. I'll have that one done by the spring.
Yeah, I believe you on that.
Yeah,
I believe you.
And my 50K giveaway, which was supposed to be 40K giveaway, that'll be done by the time I hit 50K for sure.
Nice. Yeah, oh, we should discuss. Oh, we've got a little bit, of course, beforehand, but that Vegas drag race is coming up. There
Oh,
still
yeah.
keeps being more and more going on with that.
Okay. What's happening
Pretty
now?
interesting how everything's going with that. I talked to Tyler, who is the one putting it on. Yeah, last night,
Uh-huh.
2 nights ago. I don't remember.
Okay.
Time, everything's the same. It's just one day anymore. I close my eyes for several minutes in between them. But it's like 200 and like just under 260 drivers. And right now they've got like a lot of, right now they think they're going to be done by 12:30 at night if everything goes to plan.
What time are they starting?
Midday, early in the day. Because they have like registration and everybody gets a test hit, and there's 200 and almost 60 drivers, so everyone gets one test hit.
Wow.
And yeah, so my guess is that it is not going to be done by 12:30. My guess is 2:30.
I think that's even generous.
I know.
It won't be done before 4 a.m.
I mean, that's
200 cars. That's 100 first races.
round races. 130 almost. First round races.
Oh God, no thanks. I'm out. I don't even want to. HO scale train. I use Bose QC35s. They're wireless Bluetooth headphones, noise canceling. What are you using, Josh?
AKGs in here.
Nice. I like AKGs. I had a set of those. That's gonna be a long day.
Oh, it's going to be. I mean, I'm trying to decide because I'm there for the
Filming.
I'm in for the
You
yes.
gotta stay there the whole time.
Yeah, that's so I'm gonna have to make sure that I have plenty of food and drink, because
And a place to get rid of all that drink too.
yeah, race catheters.
Oof. Isn't that just diaper?
No, no
Is that really a thing?
race catheters. Yeah,
Oh, I feel bad.
they just run down. It's a tube that runs down your pant leg, and then
Oh. Okay.
no, that's real. That's what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that, or the guys just go.
Yeah, just let it go, man.
Just go, man.
That's so warm. Just the snot. Yeah.
Why does Matt's trailer look two-dimensional? It's freaking me out, man. Honestly, I see exactly what he means, and for some reason, like the specific camera angle in my video makes it look 100% two-dimensional. Even with your hand behind it, it still looks like it's just a piece of paper right now.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
That's so crazy. I can't really see it. I like it.
Yeah.
Looks like there's not enough shadow density, I guess, back there.
Yeah, it's very. I see exactly what he means, though, and I 100% agree.
Interesting. That's pretty neat.
Ben
OJ.
Osborne was saying we didn't get done with filming Memphis Street Outlaws until 5 a.m. both nights in Vegas last year. Ridiculously long.
Well, there you go.
It.
Have fun with that.
I'm gonna have to make sure I have like warm clothes and cold clothes. I mean, cold, like.
Well,
Yeah.
Maybe a hoodie.
But it's desert cold. It is
cold.
Las Vegas desert.
Rebecca and I went to Vegas for New Year's one year, and I had to wear a leather jacket.
Of course you did.
Well,
You're just like
cool.
You're like, you know what? It dipped into the 50s. I should put my leather jacket on. And Rebecca's like, if you want to wear it, just wear it. It's fine.
Actually, I bought it there.
Oh, of course.
I was like, ooh, that's a nice looking leather jacket. You know what? I'm going to put patches on the elbows like a teacher would. Corduroy
Do you think
patches.
Moose Jaw has some sort of blazer with?
I hope he does. A corduroy blazer with leather patches.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to say that it has to be corduroy.
Homer, you ruined that jacket. Correction, Marge. 2 jackets. Because he put corduroy patches on a leather jacket.
Interesting.
There was a question here, and I wanted to answer it. OJR's Outdoors. Do you have the TRX4 Sport with the Unimog body still? Yes. The one that's supposed to get the Jetson Nano. I still have it. And
Jetson Nano.
I really do owe that man an email, too, to thank him. Yes, I got to get that done, but that's sort of a low priority project.
Right.
Kind
of like a key truck.
Yeah, exactly. Cannot unsee the 2D.
I know, it's freaking me out too.
How is that possible though? On your stream, it's the
webcam.
The webcam, right?
Yeah, it's just how it looks. It's weird.
I don't see it. That's so strange. Oh, you see all my mess over here. Don't look over here.
Yeah.
You don't see that, right? I
No,
mean,
not
you
over
see
there.
that.
I can see your bottom shelf. Yeah, you can see the super scale box, and that's a hobby wing box.
It is a hobby wing box.
It looks like some air duster.
Uh-huh. What's the other? What's this?
It looks like a bottle of Suave's shampoo for some
No, it's
reason.
Tresemme hairspray.
Oh my god, I was not far off.
Not far off. That's what I use for what's that process called? Chipping. Chipping.
Styling?
Chipping. Yeah. No.
Oh.
Chipping. Chipping. Still got a bit of a squeak in there.
Chipperoo.
All right, it's 11:08. I think that's
Okay.
now is a good time as any to end this. But thank you everybody for watching. It's been Chris Drift slipped in his £5 note for that cute Harleydesigns smile. It is quite the smile. Thank you very much. Gringo Bandito popped into your stream and said that trailer has no depth at all. That's so weird.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see it.
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna play it back on your stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my viewer activity to load. Hold one moment.
Yeah,
you can go through.
I'll go through mine. Quack RC, Sea Fart Fire Truck. Squared C24s, Perry G, Chongy, Ben Chirico, Dan Trivet, Colton Lindemann, Seafart Fire Truck, Dale C, Lone Star RC Guy, Ed Main, Gene Master, Chris Drift. Thank you very much, guys.
So mine will not load the viewer interaction.
A bunch of guys.
Very, very unhappy about that.
That's unfortunate. I can guesstimate it'll be most of the same people. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, mates, gents, lads,
Exactly.
boys.
Boy. I'm kind of mad about that. I'm sorry. I appreciate everybody who donated very much. Sorry again that it's not popping up. It just says no
activity.
Chats or members available.
And like we said, if you have any great ideas for awards, put them in the chat,
comments
in the comments, whatever you can.
Put them in the comments after the video uploads, because we can go through them so much. They'll be collected forever.
Yeah. Oh, and JR, I think JR Lawson just popped $5 in. Love the show. Thank you very much, JR. Much appreciated. We'll keep this going. We gotta at least get to a year, and then we need to go for another year so we can do the scalies.
Yeah, we should change the thumbnail after a year.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe update it.
Season 2.
Cheers, guys.
Season 2. Split screen's gonna be.
Oh yeah, we'll flip it.
No.
Oh, diagonal. Cool.
Hey, it loaded. Oh, sweet.
Ah, there you go.
Okay. Thank you. RC Dave charged up. Quack RC, Nate Schaub, Gene Masters, Ryan John Highfill, Squared C24s, C Fart Fire Truck, Colton Lindeman, Dan Trivet, Doug Lemoyne, Brian Sherwood, Darwin. How do you say?
I think it's Bunky.
Bunky, something like that. Dale C, Slow Don, Lone Star RC Guy, Black Hat Customs, and J.R. Lawson. Thank you much to all of you.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you again next week.
Wednesdays worth it.
Oh, so much
Not
so.
Just that part, just all of you guys for joining.
Yeah,
Much
it's the
appreciated.
best. Cheers.
So, again, later. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next time.
Love you. Bye.